Yeah, well, it's the pebbles, but now I'm on the sandy bit, which is very important because of who I am about to be speaking to. I have Stephanie Kelsey with me here. Stephanie, it's lovely to see you on this glorious day. It's not bad, is it?
It's gorgeous, isn't it? You wouldn't know we were in Douglas, actually, would you? It's so hot.
I know, it really is. And you have grown up on the Isle of Man, and you have created something that has been inspired by your own childhoods and your children as well on the island, haven't you? Tell us about it.
Yeah, that's right. Living near the beach. Well, we all love going to the beach, don't we? And my kids love going to the beach. But you know that feeling when it's time to go home and you've got the sand on your feet and you've got to put your shoes back on. And the worst thing I think then is if you get home and you've got sand on the kitchen floor as well the day after. So for ages I used to think, wouldn't it be great if there was something that you could take to the beach that would help you get rid of sand at the end of the day? And so I came up with something that's safe and natural and works really well and looks very cool in your beach bag.
And people have previously used things like talcum powder, but this is not what you've got here, is it?
No, that's right. Talcum powder these days is associated with cancer. Also, it's found to have asbestos. People are moving away from it. Customers don't want to use it. And of course, also it comes in plastic containers, which isn't great for taking to the beach. And so what I've got, it does look a little bit like talcum powder, but it works better than talcum powder. It's got a mild natural exfoliant in it. It's made from natural plant and mineral powders, which means it's completely eco-friendly. It's safe, you can use it on babies, even in the nappy area. It looks cool, it's packaged in recycled cardboard, and it's specifically designed for removing sand from the skin. And then of course, I've got my sparkly version, which as well as getting rid of the sand, leaves you all lovely and shimmery as well.
Beach glamour, that's where it's at. We love that. So this is a completely Manx-inspired, Manx-made product, but it's gone global, hasn't it?
Yeah, it has. BeachPowder is now on sale in about 10 states in the US, in different independent retailers. It's in the Bahamas, it's in Gibraltar, it's in Kenya, it's all across the UK, of course, as well. And obviously it's on the Isle of Man.
And I have to bring up the fact that you have some rather famous fans, don't you?
Yeah, we were lucky enough to meet Leanne from Little Mix at one of the trade shows, and she tried it and loved it. And also, I don't know if you remember Sean from The Apprentice. She won a couple of series back, and she's in swimwear, of course, so there's a direct link there because it's selling really well. BeachPowder and BeachPowder Shimmer are both selling really well in ladies' swimwear shops. So she tried it as well, but they both loved it.
This is amazing. It's like you've cottoned onto something here that you think would have been done years ago, but you've done it. I mean, how do you even come up with something like this? Because have you got a background in this kind of thing?
No, I was a French teacher before. Well, I used to give private. I had a private French tuition business. So I was no chemist, but I've learnt a lot, and I just did absolutely loads of research for years. Well, not years, but months, my kitchen was covered in a fine line of powder, a little bit dodgy, and quite a lot of sand as well. I just experimented with different kinds of mineral powder, vegetable powders, plant powders, to try and work out which one was best, and eventually came up with what I think is the perfect formula, and then thought, who doesn't love to sparkle? Let's add shimmer. So that's how BeachPowder Shimmer was created. And I'm working on a different one. I can't tell you anything about that now, but maybe you'll be the first to know. And yeah, so no, I didn't have any background in it. And then of course I didn't have any background in setting up my own company either, really. And so it's been really great, steep learning curve, really good fun doing things like the website and registering the trademark and doing all the marketing.
I think it's really inspiring stuff because it just shows that you can start something, at any point in your life, and it can be a success if you put the passion and the hours and the dedication in, which is what we've got here. So, Howard, there are some fantastic videos on the BeachPowder Facebook page of Stephanie testing this out with people on the beaches around the Isle of Man. And this stuff, I've got to say, if you imagine you've got your wet feet, your wet limbs on you, and you get the sand all over them, you put a bit of this stuff on, and it comes off pretty much instantly. So we're going to do a test, and we've got the delightful Sarah Hendy with us, who's going to do a video for us just to show how this stuff works. So I might come back shimmering, just to let you know.